Well, sure. Related though to this question of you know the transatlantic versus the trans-Saharan slave trade is the question of the influence of two of the three major monotheistic religions. Of course, I mean Islam and Christianity. And I just want to quote Shoyinka here. He says, quote, both Islam and Christianity had been guilty not merely of physical atrocities on African soil, including enslavement of the indigenes, but of a systemic assault on African spirituality in their contest for religious hegemony, unquote. Um, I think he discusses this in greater detail in part two, but what is your immediate reaction to that statement? Because again, this was something new to me. Of course, I knew from, Things Fall Apart about the negative influence of Christianity on the continent, but uh, I hadn't. I think it was the first time I had heard about how from a certain perspective, both Islam and Christianity were uh, you know detrimental to native traditions, native spiritual traditions.
Well, I think that is the idea of those religions. Both of them were against because we were stigmatized as idol worshippers in both religions. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So the traditional, not even religion, traditional culture. Anytime, I mean, traditional culture was seen as idol worshiping. Let me tell you a personal experience when I came to Taiwan. You know what I'm saying? And I'll go to people's houses and I'll see things that were referred to as idol in my own country. You know what I'm saying?
hmm,
Traditional thing, family emblems that has like family
shrines.
stuff. Yes, that I was trying not to go into shrine, you know what I'm saying? But that's already making it like the shrines and idol. But let's call it
Sure,
shrine, yes. And I was like, why are these allowed? Why didn't Christianity destroy this here? Why are they allowed to do their stuff? You know what I'm saying? A Taiwanese friend will tell you, oh, I'm going to go and meet someone to tell me about my future. We don't say that openly in Africa, even though we have this stuff. You know what I'm saying?
mm,
Because that means that you are now idol worshiper. And I felt like, why did they destroy our own? Why didn't they allow us to thrive? I'm just thrive like this world thriving with their own culture. So it's interesting. We don't know why that happened, but it's just that we were unfortunate in Africa. Uh, and they came, according to Wole Soyinka, they came to sort of the let me calm down there. The religious leaders, the Islam and the pastors, they came to it's like they came to to calm us down for the businessmen that are coming to take over our resources. You know what I'm saying?
mm,
You know the way I put it? They come, the Shinka point out that there was a clash, let's put it that way, a tug of war between the African tradition belief and the newcomers. So traditional practices were often treated like an ugly sweater or something you have to hide. Even some tried to make them disappear. And that's what Christianity did and Islam did that. But Africans they're not quitters. They were resilient and adaptable. And so what did they do? They started mixing up their religion with the newcomers religion. You know what I'm saying? And they
hmm,
did that better outside the country. In fact, they did that very well in Brazil and Cuba and other areas. Yeah,
hmm.
you know what I'm trying to say about that.
Haiti as well.
Yes, Haiti, they did that very well. And they come up with different names that we don't even have in Africa to represent. Like you find any saint in the Bible, they will give it,
Yes, yes, yes.
they will make a synonym with an African Orisha. You get my point?
Hmm,
So they did that to actually allow the religion to survive. Yes, survive. It's about survivor. What can we do? Okay, this is close to our issue. So issue have a different name in Brazil, for example, has a
yes.
name yes, something like that. So yeah, so the religion in Africa, let's go back to Wole Soyinka, it's not just a spiritual journey. It was a roller coaster ride of adaptation, clashes, and some serious music.
Right.
So it's a proof that Africa knows how to groove his own rhythm,
Mm.
even when it's complicated.